Hello and a very good morning. You're watching the Breakfast News on Rajya Sabha television with me, Frank Pereira. Here are the latest headlines this morning. BJP criticizes release of senior hardline separatist leader Masrat Alam from prison, tells its alliance partner PDP not to take unilateral decisions. 22 people arrested in Nagaland over Dimapur lynching incident. Government tries to shut down internet and SMS to prevent circulation of inflammatory content. Government braces for opposition in Parliament. Land bill listed to be introduced in the Lok Sabha today. Russian police charged 2 people with killing of Kremlin critic Boris Nemtsov. 3 others detained suspects reported to have served in Chechnya. Top focus on the bulletin this morning. The sense of unease is intensifying in the BJP-PDP alliance in Jammu and Kashmir over the release of separatist leader Masrat Alam and the Chief Minister's order to set free other jailed separatists. State BJP leaders met in Jammu on Sunday, stressing that the common minimum program must be adhered to. The Home Ministry at the centre also asked for a report. Here's more.
A day after he was released from jail, the man who stoked months of violence in the valley spends time with family. The PDP coming to power in Jammu and Kashmir meant good news for the likes of the Hurriyat's Masrat Alam, and he's ready to take his fight forward.
देखिए ये एक छोटी जेल से बड़ी जेल की मुंतकिली है, तो अब इस बात का इत्मीनान है कि बाहर आकर आप काम कर सकते हैं, मज़ाहमत कर सकते हैं, तो ये जो गुलामी की जंजीरें हैं उनको काटने के लिए आप जदोजहद कर सकते हैं। जहां तक हुकूमतों का सवाल है, हुकूमतें बदलने से हकीकत नहीं बदलती।
But there's a strong other side to the picture, the BJP-PDP alliance that has proved rickety even within the first week. BJP workers staged protests against the release as soon as Masrat walked free, threatening to step up the agitation in days to come. On Sunday, Jammu and Kashmir BJP MLAs met in Jammu to register strong protest with the government, insisting they were neither consulted nor had agreed to the release, asking the government to stick to the common minimum program.
ऐसे लोगों को आप बिना शर्त उनको छोड़ेंगे तो वो ऐसे ही बयानबाजी करेंगे, इसलिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सहमति नहीं है और ना ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ विचार विमर्श करने के बाद ये कदम उठाया गया है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने अपनी प्रतिक्रिया व्यक्त कर दी है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने सहयोगी दल को भी अपना जो मत है वो उन तक पहुंचा देगी।
The PDP on its part has downplayed the criticism, justifying the release, saying that engaging all stakeholders was part of the common minimum program decided on between the two parties. The Congress finds more ammunition to attack the BJP-PDP alliance, with volleys both in the state and at the centre.
देखिए, बुनियादी सवाल ये है कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को इस बात का जवाब देना चाहिए कि मसरत आलम एक राजनीतिक बंदी थे कि एक आतंकवादी थे। अगर वो राजनीतिक बंदी थे तो पाकिस्तान भी यही कहता है, तो फिर पाकिस्तान और हम में क्या फर्क हुआ अगर हम मसरत आलम को एक राजनीतिक बंदी समझते हैं।
It's almost been a controversy a day since the Mufti Muhammad Saeed government took oath on Wednesday. Saeed's remarks on Pakistan to his remarks on Afzal Guru and now this. The rocky road has far from ended yet. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
Well, joining me for a chat this morning is the Chief of Bureau of Greater Kashmir, Anil Anand. Good morning, Anil. Thank you for joining me on the program. You know, there have been quite a few issues. The government is just very, very new in its nascent stages itself. There has been the Afzal Guru controversy. There have been few other controversies, and the latest is, of course, the setting free of Masrat Alam. Do you see, how do you see this going forward? Are there going to be more such issues? Because the BJP seems to have put the Chief Minister on notice, saying that they are not going to take any more digressions from the CMP.
First, I think it has come sooner than expected. It was expected. In what form, at what time, perhaps even BJP couldn't realize. Two, if the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is the bigger brother in this alliance, is claiming that they were unaware of it, I think there is something very serious into it. I refuse to believe. I think the only thing which Bharatiya Janata Party leaders must not be knowing is that they didn't know in what form Mr. Saeed would react and at what time would he react? I think there has been a lack of checks and balances which the Bharatiya Janata Party and its government at the center should have put or should have discussed with Mufti Muhammad Syed. If they have laid a roadmap for common minimum program for what they called as the government for development, I think they should have discussed a roadmap for other things which are political in nature, which are very sensitive in nature. If they have discussed and Mr. Syed has not followed that line, even then it is very serious. I think the basic premise on which the government was formed, which both Mr. Syed and Mr. Modi claimed, the government for governance and government for bridging the gap between Jammu and Kashmir regions. I think what Mr. Syed has done, that purpose has been absolutely defeated. It has, within a week, widened the gulf between Jammu and Kashmir regions, both on regional as well as very dangerously religious grounds. So that is my take on this.
Sure. The PDP's defense thus far has been that, in the common minimum program, it was mentioned that all stakeholders need to be engaged. So this is in a way engaging one of the stakeholders. Do you buy that argument?
No, that is what I am saying. My feeling is the issues must have been discussed by Mr. Syed when he was here in Delhi, or his interlocutors when they were interacting with Mr. Ram Madhav, who is the RSS pointsman in the BJP. These issues must have been discussed. A roadmap, whether roadmap were discussed or not, I don't know. I think this is high time. The BJP, even the Mufti Syed, they should take public of Jammu and Kashmir at least into confidence. What roadmap was discussed on political issues? On governance, they were very clear. They have laid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. How to deal with sensitive issues? Masarrat Alam is not a political prisoner by any standards. See, you just heard to what he was speaking, his reaction, his language. That is not the language of a political. How can you equate him with a political prisoner, say, belonging to Samajwadi Party or Bahujan Samaj Party or Congress or even BJP or even PDP? So that is not the language of a political worker or a political leader. So now, the other day, I've been listening to many debates on television for the past 2 days. The PDP leaders are trying to convince that give us time. Nothing will happen. See, certain things may or may not happen, but the governments are run by authority.
Yes.
You seem to be in full control of the situation. You should not be seen as coming. So what? I don't know. Mr. Syed and his party needs to explain. Even the BJP. I blame more, put blame more on BJP than on Mufti Muhammad Syed. He is what he is. His main constituency is Kashmir. Whether he should have acted in this manner or not, it's debatable. But for Bharatiya Janata Party, who's running the government at the center, their stakes are much bigger than this. And then they have a stated position for the last 60 years on Jammu and Kashmir.
Talking about the alliance itself, the PDP-BJP alliance, they have 6 more years to go. Do you see them completing the term?
I think the ride is very bumpy now. It was already a very tough coalition to run, but the ride is very, very bumpy ahead. Because the pressure is going to build on Bharatiya Janata Party in Jammu, where they got 25 seats out of 37, and they've entered into a coalition on the plea that they want to serve the people of Jammu, better governance, development, remove regional discrimination. I think all those arguments seem self-defeatist right now.
But, where do you think, how long do you think it's going to be stretched as far as the BJP is concerned? Because there is going to be a breaking point reached at some point in time. Where is that breaking point really going to be?
I don't see it breaking immediately in 3 days or in a week. On both the sides, we have senior political leaders who stretch issues, who discuss issues, who argue issues according to their own styles. I think the communication channels should be strengthened not only between PDP senior leaders and BJP senior leaders here, but between the local BJP leaders and the PDP. My feeling is, and which is based on facts, that in all the negotiations which were going on Jammu and Kashmir, the local leadership, for various reasons, were kept out of the loop. Decisions were taken here. As and when the local leaders were required, they were called here, asked them to fix their stamp on this, and go back. And then be prepared for certain scenarios, certain roadmap, certain architecture which the leaders here, say national leaders here, and Mr. Syed and his interlocutors had prepared. So my feeling is the greater communication with the local leaders, more confidence on the local, even the national leadership of the BJP should have reposed more confidence in their leadership. They have a problem. There is no leader of any stature among the local, formation. They have a problem. But then now you have entered into you have accepted a challenge. You have to groom them.
Sure.
You have to build them. You have to give them confidence. That thing has not happened. My feeling is, I had said on the in an earlier program that my fear is that because there are no leaders of any stature of local BJP in local BJP, it should not be seen. This impression should not be created that stings of this government are being pulled from Delhi.
Sure.
This has been the persistent complaint of the people of Kashmir in the past, if not Jammu, that somebody is imposed from Kashmir. In this case, nobody has been imposed from Kashmir. The Chief Minister is local.
Right.
But the BJP component, my fear is, and that's why I had stated in an earlier program, and that is why I am saying it now, the local leadership of the BJP should be empowered. They need training. The national leadership and the government in Delhi should repose confidence in them and give them enough power. Give them enough space to stand up against Mr. Mufti.
All right, we'll have to leave it at that. Thank you so much, Anil Anand, for joining us on the program this morning and putting things into perspective for us.
Thank you.
Moving on now, the situation in Dimapur town of Nagaland continues to be tense. Curfew was once again imposed on Sunday over fears of a backlash after many people were arrested in connection with the jailbreak and lynching of a rape accused last week. The state government also blocked SMS and internet services till tonight to stop people from circulating images and videos of the incident. Here's more.
The Nagaland police arrested 22 people on Sunday, 3 days after a mob stormed a high-security prison in Dimapur town and lynched an alleged rapist. The arrests were made after videos of the lynching went viral in the state.
We are in the process of establishing the complicity of these arrested persons in the case of lynching also.
In a bid to stop more inflammatory videos and pictures from spreading, the state government blocked internet and SMS services for 48 hours, ending Monday night. Prohibitory orders remain in place in the entire district. Meanwhile, the preliminary medical report of the woman confirmed that she had been raped. The victim also alleged she was given money to stay quiet.
The medical report, which is with the police, prima facie indicate that rape was committed on the victim. The doctor has taken some samples which has been sent for forensic analysis.
He told me, he threatened me to kill me and suffering from my life. I took the money to save my life that very night to live. If I wanted the money, then why would I file an FIR in the police station?
The incident triggered protests in Dimapur town, after which a mob broke into the jail, dragged out the accused and stoned him. His body was later strung up from a clock tower. 3 senior officials were suspended for their failure to control the situation. Bureau Report, Rajya TV.
Well, we'll slip into a short break now, but coming up on the other side, coal auction rains revenue bonanza touches 1.57 lakh crore rupees. That and much more coming up. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
राज्यसभा टेलीविजन की खास श्रृंखला महामहिम राज्यपाल में आपका स्वागत है।
आज हमारे दिव्य देश में प्रजातंत्र सुखदायी, प्रजातंत्र का काम प्रजा की होती रहे भलाई। तो प्रजातंत्र के माध्यम से सत्ता में आने के बाद प्रजा की भलाई के बारे में कौन सोचता है? मेरा जीवन विरोधाभास से भरा रहा है। जो मैंने सोचा था वो हुआ नहीं, और जो नहीं सोचा था वो हुआ।
महामहिम राज्यपाल में इस बार हरियाणा के राज्यपाल कप्तान सिंह सोलंकी से मुलाकात सिर्फ राज्यसभा टेलीविजन पर।
This week we are in the northeastern state of Assam tracking a veteran political personality. He is the main force behind driving the development agenda in Assam. Let's meet Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi this time.
Whenever you play golf, you forget about anything.
Okay.
And you forget even your own wife also.
Is he a romantic by heart? I'm sure you do that.
Romance is a hidden romance.
Hidden romance. Oh my God.
Watch me on It's My Life in Rajya Sabha TV.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. Well, the land acquisition bill, that's one of the 6 legislations that will replace ordinances, is listed to be introduced in the Lok Sabha today. With the opposition parties already signalling resistance to the bill, BJP leaders have tried to reach out to various parties to ensure smooth passage of the bill in both houses. But the party faces trouble over the bill not only from the opposition but even the Sangh Parivar. Moving on now, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Delhi today. She is expected to seek an interest waiver on the repayment of the huge debt paid by her state. Banerjee is leading a delegation that has Finance Minister Amit Mitra and Chief Secretary Sanjay Mitra. She had written about the issue to the Prime Minister seeking assistance on the 25th of February. The government maintains that the state pays nearly 28,000 crore rupees every year towards repayment of loans taken by the previous government. According to it, the burden has been increasing. Well, let's now take a look at what else is making news across the country in our segment Nationwide. The government garnered 5,164 crore rupees from the sale of 2 more coal mines. The cumulative proceeds from such sales now totals 1.57 lakh crore rupees. On the 4th day of the ongoing auctions, Ambuja Cement clinched Gare Palma block in Chhattisgarh, while JP Cement Corporation took Mandla South block in Madhya Pradesh. The auction for the Ganeshpur mine in Jharkhand, that's meant for the power sector, is still on. Swine flu claimed 51 more lives on Sunday. Total deaths now stand at 1,370, while those affected by the H1N1 virus has crossed the 25,000 mark. Gujarat is the worst affected state with 322 deaths, followed by Rajasthan with 321 deaths. The fresh spell of rains across North India is feared to spread the virus further. Kashmir Valley, including summer capital Srinagar, saw fresh snowfall on Sunday, rapidly bringing down temperatures. The maximum temperature settled at 3.4 degrees Celsius. The Met Department has forecast heavy rains and snow at widespread places over the next 24 hours. Higher reaches of Himachal Pradesh also received fresh snowfall. Now let's take a look at what are the major events lined up for today in our segment The Day Ahead. Employees' unions of the 4 state-owned non-life insurers and LIC will observe a day-long strike to protest against the insurance bill. The union leaders are also demanding a merger of all 4 state-owned non-life insurers. The Lok Sabha has passed the Insurance Laws Amendment Bill that provides for raising the foreign investment cap from 26% to 49%. It is now slated to be taken up in the Rajya Sabha. The budget session of the Maharashtra legislature will start today. The session will begin with the customary address by the Governor Vidyasagar Rao. The session will also see Finance Minister Sudhir Mungantiwar tabling the state budget in the Assembly on the 18th of March. The opposition Congress NCP is all set to target the Devendra Fadnavis-led government for failure on issues like drought and untimely rains that have affected farmers. Rajasthan Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje, who also holds the Finance Ministry portfolio, will present the annual budget of the state for 2015-16. She will make the presentation in the House at 11 a.m. Opposition Congress is set to target the government after 9 of its MLAs were suspended on the 3rd of March. A decision on whether the other Congress MLAs will attend the session will be taken today. Well, it's time for another short break right now. On the other side, airstrikes on oil fields claims 30 lives in Syria. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
दुनिया का हाल, राजनीति की चाल, बिजनेस की रफ्तार, खेल का धमाल, दिन की शुरुआत खबरों के साथ। देखिए हर रोज सुबह 9 बजे सिर्फ राज्यसभा टीवी पर।
In the Maths Factor, we travel through time and space and see how maths has evolved and how it is a part of the world around us. Join us on Rajya Sabha television. Watch the Maths Factor every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. Well, the Australian police have invited information from the public on the murder of a software engineer from Bengaluru. Prabha Arun Kumar was killed on Saturday night, barely 300 meters from her house. Here's more.
BJP supporters in Australia condemned the killing of Bengaluru-based software engineer Prabha Arun Kumar in Sydney. She was assaulted barely 300 meters from her home while returning from work.
बहुत शोकजनक घटना है ये। इसके पीछे क्या कारण रहे हैं, क्या रेशियल अटैक था या ये कोई टारगेटेड अटैक है, ये तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रही है, उसके बाद पता चलेगा। लेकिन ये आप ठीक कह रहे हैं कि ये इंडियन बहुल एरिया है और यहाँ पे करीब 80% से ज़्यादा लोग वहाँ इंडियन हैं और ऐसी संभावना कम है कि ये रेशियल अटैक हो, लेकिन फिर भी ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन से पता चलेगा।
Prabha worked with the multinational company Mindtree. She was talking to her Bengaluru-based husband Arun Kumar on the phone when she was attacked. Prabha reportedly told her husband that a man was stalking her, soon after which he heard her scream. She also told him about the attack, after which the phone line got disconnected. Arun called Prabha's roommate for help, but by then the police had reached the spot.
The reason for murder we don't know, but at the time of 6:30 yesterday, we received a message that she is out of danger. At police, they never revealed this thing, what happened to her. Then she told to her brother, one Mr. Shankar Shetty in Perth. He only told to his brother. Then we received a message from his brother, Mr. Prasad. She is no more.
The incident brought reactions against the rising crime against women across the globe.
I think this issue is an issue which occurs in all societies. Although also those societies who tell you everything is fine. We are so advanced in human rights, we are so advanced in gender issues. It happens in all the societies. So it's an issue which you need to address much larger than only on a national level.
In a statement, the Australian police said they formed a strike force to investigate the incident, while appealing to the public to come forward with any information related to the case. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, in what could come as a boost to Sino-Indian ties, China today said that its border disputes with India have been contained. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi said this on the sidelines of the National People's Congress today. He even went on to say that the Indian elephant and Chinese dragon should do more to strengthen the bilateral cooperation. Yi also extended a hearty welcome to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is expected to make his first visit to China later in May. Officials said that efforts are on to hold the 18th round of boundary talks between India and China later this month.
当前中印边界谈判正处于量变的激烈当中，犹如登山，虽然辛苦，但走的是上坡路。这就尤为需要我们把中印合作发展得更好。
Well, let's now bring you up to date with the other international news and updates in our segment World Wrap. A US-led coalition airstrike in Syria hit an oil refinery run by the Islamic State terrorists near the border with Turkey. 30 people were killed. In the Iraqi territory of Shingal, Kurdish forces circled around 200 to 300 Islamic State fighters. Shingal is also known as Sinjar. It connects Islamic State-controlled areas in Mosul and Syria. Russian investigators formally charged 2 men for the murder of opposition politician Boris Nemtsov. 3 more suspects have also been arrested in the case. Officials gave few details about the 5 suspects, although Russian media reports said that the arrested men served as police officers in Chechnya. Protesters marked Bloody Sunday. Thousands marched across Selma to mark the 50th anniversary of Bloody Sunday, that's seen as a turning point in the US civil rights movement. Demonstrators cheered as they walked across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. The anniversary comes at a time of renewed focus on racial disparities and law enforcers' treatment of black civilians. Around 3,090 nuclear protesters took to the streets in Japan to remember the Fukushima disaster 4 years ago. Protesters chanted "Switch off," holding banners reading "Fukushima out of control" and carrying mock-up coffins. In 2011, an earthquake and tsunami struck the Fukushima Daiichi plant, forcing more than 160,000 residents to flee from towns. Moving on now, finally, to some sports news, of course. Disappointment for Saina Nehwal at the All England Championship. The ace shuttler missed her chance to be the first Indian woman to win the title, losing to Spain's Carolina Marin at the Barclaycard Arena. Nehwal failed to maintain the opening lead, losing 21-16, 14-21, 7-21. Saina has been competing at the All England Championship since 2007 and has never lost to Carolina before.
And it's the biggest.
खेलकूद है, खेलकूद में तो भाई एक हार जीत तो चलती है, लेकिन मुझे उम्मीद है कि आने वाले जो और टूर्नामेंट्स हैं और हम सबकी नज़र तो असली नज़र तो ओलंपिक्स के ऊपर टिकी हुई है अगले साल जो होने वाले हैं।
मेरे हिसाब से जो साइना की गेम है वो बहुत इम्प्रूव हुई है, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, किसी दिन हो जाता है, लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से ये बहुत बड़ी अचीवमेंट है और इसके लिए मैं तो साइना को कांग्रेचुलेट करूंगा।
Well, that's all the time we have on this edition of the Bulletin, but we leave you with visuals from Alaska's annual winter festival, Fur Rendezvous. It's a festival that began in the mid-1930s when miners and trappers came to town with their winters healed. Dozens of people participate in the festival every year.